Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Crusader 5.5-inch SP. It's the Tier 7 British SPG, located on the south spawn of Tundra. This one is under the command of Gladiusetscutum of No BS. I thought if it was no BO, that would have been no body odor. But in this one, it's no BS, so I suppose he won't take the cow poo. Okay, right, game on. Well, Gladiusetscutum is using the 4.5-inch howitzer. That's the small gun, not the big long one. So he hasn't got the range of the entire map, but it is the same howitzer you find on the BT-42 and on the FB304 in this game, as well as the Bishop. It's got a very short range, but it does have a very powerful punch, as well as a fast reload. Okay. Ready to go. He's aiming for the hill. He's got a target. He's got a victim. It's an LHMTV sitting on the corner. Rounds out. Ooh, that was close. In fact, it lays down the law and says to that LHMTV, if you stay there, you will get wiped out. Rounds out. He pulls back. We'll get some splash. Now, this howitzer is capable of doing 450 alpha, penetrating 28mm of armor with a 2.2 meters burst radius. Okay, we've lost sight of the enemy on the top of the hill at the moment. That's only down to the fact we don't have enough teammates who are close enough to actually get shots on them. But look at that HMTV. He's actually positioned himself behind the bushes to try and get some spots. And in doing so, he's actually put himself in danger. It's just like this SP1C, who's also very, very close. Now, can he get a shot? He's waiting for them to sit there and stop moving. Rounds out on the Scorpion. Nope, didn't get anything from that one, but keep working on it because you will get damage, and it will be very, very good damage. Rounds out the big... Yes! Wipe out! 240 hit points. Got a kill. He's on the board. Going for the LHMTV. Rounds out on him. And another hit, a big one, 195. Now, can he do that again? I'm pretty sure he can. In fact, that HMTV has seen enough from this direction. He's decided to go around the corner. Now, I seem to recall the Scorpion was sitting on that corner there, looking out at our teammates who might be around the map. There's the Tiger 2, right? We can work on this one. First shot goes in, hits the turret. It's unfortunate his camo scheme's yellow because we can't tell where the shells are going. We can certainly see where they're going to hit on this one, though. Oh! Unfortunately, it didn't penetrate, but you can see it was dead center of his upper plate. Now, remember, that's the tank, the 263, which is the cousin, so to speak, of the 261, the Tier 10 Soviet Arty. It's going for the M2Y. Well, gets a critical hit. This seems to be a very good firing position for the 4.5-inch howitzer, although, that one didn't work because he got a bit of a rescue bloom just as he turned at the last moment. Okay, he's trying to hit the T20, fires ahead of his path, gets a hit. 141. The LHMTV sitting on the corner. Of course, he does get spotted, and that's why he pulls back, and close. Now, can we hit him again? He seems a bit sluggish. I think he might have had his engine damage. The Scorpion's in full view, actually, in the back. Now, we can see the M2Y. There's the 263. Now, I expect we can do some damage now. We're bottom tier in the Tier 9 game. And he's starting to get some damage on that guy. 158 from that shot. Okay, there's... Oh, what's that one? The Lorraine 40 ton. Thin armor on the Lorraine, so it makes them very good targets. Direct hit, 174. He's still racking up the damage. He's over 1,000 hit points now, and it's getting higher all the time. Yeah, that Lorraine's gone for cover. He doesn't want to get hit by Arty. Okay, there's the T20. Now, well, it's that LHMTV. Did he go back? I think he's somewhere up there, but he's just being very, very sneaky at the moment. The 263's pulling back as well. He doesn't like getting hit. And there's the M2Y. Well, we haven't hit him before. So we plant a round in on him. Yes! Gets him on the upper plate for 66. Okay, there he is. 263 again. Oh! And yet again, it doesn't penetrate the screen. So, in fact, it looks to me like that shell hit the gun, actually. Maybe that's why it didn't penetrate the screen, because it actually hit the gun. There's a big yellow stain on the tube. Okay, going for the HMTV. No, didn't get it this time either. Yeah, there's a big yellow stain on the end of that barrel. And so I think he hit the tube. Go for it again. They're just behind him. He's got so many targets there, but he's got plenty of shells to fire at them. You get plenty of ammo capacity. With the stock gun, you actually get 75 rounds, which is the same as on the Bird. Fires in. No, misses in the M2Y. Now, the Crusader 5.5-inch SP was a cancelled project. It was cancelled at the prototype stage. Oh, look at this. The S51 was parked right alongside us, which is a very dangerous thing to do because, of course, you see two Tracer coming out from the same spot and the enemy Arty might... Oh, he's flipped himself. He's flipped himself. Oh, he's a perfect target now. Ravs out. That's a kill. Yep, he got the kill on the AHMTV because the guy was so silly, he flipped himself on his side. And he's just damaged the M2Y as well. He's starting to do well. Once he moved away from that S51. And another hit. He's up to 1.5k of actual damage now. As far as we know, it's probably more actually. Oh, that was a nice one. 128. He's changing his angle slightly. We're 3 up on the enemy, so the battle is going well. And he's racking up the damage on that 263. And another hit. 190. That guy must be really getting fed up of getting hit by Arty all the time. Okay, lines it up. Rounds out. Fires. Oh, he looks away. Don't look away. We want to see these hits. Okay, pulls back to get a better position. Lets it settle. Let it dial in all the way. Makes it super accurate. Rounds out. No, just on the ground behind the guy. Rounds out. Yes, that was a direct hit. So he's got blind damage now. He's only a couple of hits away from getting a kill here. Another one. 142 this time. You can see where that landed. Go for it again. Keep repeating. And he got him with a kill this time. 341. The shell landed in the cockpit and finished him off. So we're still 2 up on the enemy. And we might need to get closer. There's the Scorpion up on top of the hill. We're dialing in as fast as we dare. Fires a round in. And he got a hit. The Scorpion was still there. He took the hit. Okay, we've got a Tiger 2. Just outside range. I don't think he meant to do that, actually. But yes, don't look away after you shoot. Please don't. It's a big no-no with us. And he's done it again. Gladiusetscutum, don't do it, please. It's very important to see if you hit targets, because you might have actually hit somebody, got a blind hit on them, and you won't know about it. Unless, of course, you can see the shell disappear without an explosion. Well, he's trying to turn to face the enemy. I think you're just too close to that rock. Okay. Now, we know the Scorpion was last seen up there. He's firing speculatively. There he is! Okay, line up the shot ahead of his path. Fires it in. Unfortunately, it was right on the target when he fired. And obviously he backed up away from that spot. Now, can we aim just between the rocks? He's got enough ammo to give it a go. He's got 33 rounds left. And here comes the Tiger 2. There's only 4 left on the enemy team. He fires 1 shot in, but he's way close, too close to the enemy. He's desperately trying to get away, but of course he drives in reverse. He doesn't want to get hit by that Scorpion. The Tiger 2's got more in his hands at the moment. He's trying to deal with the Govka. Okay, we can help the Govka by getting shots on this Tiger 2. Okay, there he is. He's in the dip. Okay, let it settle. Don't try and chase the target. That's it. He did it. Got it right on target. Don't chase the target. What you should do is pick a fixed spot, let it dial in, and then see if the target's going to move through the spot. If he does move towards the spot, then you can shoot, and the shell should hit the target bang on. But if you keep chasing the target, your aim won't dial in, and the chances are you won't hit the target when you fire because you're aiming directly at the target and the target is moving. There's a logic behind everything we do. Okay, well, he's going to put some pressure on the enemy by trying to get as close to them. And of course, he wants to try and get that Scorpion, if he can, right up on top of the hill. He's probably still up there. Fires a spot. No, doesn't get anything from that. Our ISU-152K, which of course is the premium tank destroyer with the big BL-10 gun. He's near the enemy cap. He started capping. Okay, we're going to try and help him. This Arty moves at 43.5 kilometers an hour in reverse, but of course in forward speed, when it's slowest, it's actually 14 kilometers an hour. I know, it's confusing. And the Scorpion's been seen. Okay, so give it a go. He's within range. Okay, there he is, trying to come up. Nice. Let him move towards the spot. You picked the spot too soon. Now try and pick a spot where you think he's going to be. Probably on those bushes when he tries to reset the gap. Okay. Try and pick the spot where you think the enemy is going to be. Okay. Unfortunately, the rock is now in the way and the Scorpion got a shot off at the ISU, but he didn't penetrate him. You see, the Scorpion went to the spot on that corner where the bushes were to take shots right at our ISU-152. He's going to try again. We can see trees are going down. And there he is again. Rounds out. Lands on the rocks next to him. You're on target. Just hold off there for the moment. He wants to go round so he can attack the Lorraine as well. The Lorraine's gone to the same corner. And the enemy Lorraine's just got taken out by the Govka on our team. Okay, so hold... Oh, he keeps moving. If you keep moving, then you'll miss the moment. You can't miss your moment. You've got to get your shot in when it's available. Okay, the Scorpion's now been spotted. He's sitting on that corner. The Govka spotted him. And he's driving along whilst he's actually looking elsewhere. Okay, now you've got a target. Now you can see him. And now you've lost him because the Govka's lost sight of him. He fires around in speculatively because the target's not there. Okay, aim for the corner where you expect him to be seen. There's the tree going down. That gives you as clues to where he is. Well, he fired that one in speculatively, but it unfortunately missed. The ISU did get reset and quite heavily changing position again. I can't stress this highly enough. If you keep doing this, you'll miss the moment to kill the guy. And you're chasing the target again. And you see you miss the target because you're chasing the target. You've got to pick a spot and then wait for the target to come to that. Okay, dialed in. He fires another round in. And again, you're moving when you should be aiming. And the ISU gets the kill. Well, we're into the last minute. Oh, and the ISU gets killed. Now it's Arty versus Arty. It's the S51s versus the Crusader. And he's got to do the work. Now, both of them are just fired, so I think this Crusader, there he is. Okay, now go into the aim. Oh, don't miss your time moment. That's it. Go to the aim. Let it settle, let it settle. Yes, clear kill, wins the game. Nicely done. Well, despite everything that happened at the end, that was an ace tanker game for Gladiusetscutum85 in the Crusader SP. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in the end. The last kill was the 5th kill, so he's one short of getting a top gun, but he was 1/3 of the enemy team. He also managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 12, and he got a gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And his win rate in the game, 10,744. I think what we've got to do is we've got to try and pick your moment to where you actually sit yourself so you can actually get good angles on the enemy, and also to work out exactly where you've got to aim. You normally try and pick a spot on the ground. Don't chase the target, because if you fire at a target that's moving and chasing it, you'll fire behind it. If you aim at a spot ahead of the enemy and the enemy moves through that spot or moves towards the spot, then you shoot and you get the target bang on target, and it normally always gets hit and hard. Anyway, let's have a look at team score. Highest damage in the game actually went to the Scorpion on the enemy team. He picked up a high caliber, a defender, and a Confederate for 4,742 hit points of damage. The Lorraine on the enemy team managed 4,299. In second place, he also got a defender. And in third place, well, yes, that's Gladiusetscutum with 3,880. So high scoring players right at the top in this game. When it came to kills, we can see that Gladiusetscutum got the highest number in the game. 5 kills to him, 4 kills went to the Lorraine 40-ton, 3 kills went to the Tiger 2 on the enemy team, and also to the 263 on our team. And when it came to base XP, yes, he got that one for sure. 1,295 base experience points went to Gladiusetscutum, and the second place was the Panzer 58 Mutz, who managed 943. And in third place, it was the T29 on our team, who got a cool-headed and 844. So very well done, because he got the top in number of kills and base XP, came third on damage done. He fired 52 rounds. That's a lot of ammo expended, but still only 2/3 of his ammo. 23 direct hits on the enemy and 4 penetrations. I guess you could say that part of the problem there was that he was firing at very heavily armed tier 9 tanks, such as the Object 263. Very difficult to get through his armor, but he did get 4 pens in that game. Well, can we tell which ones he actually penned? Well, I would have thought that he penetrated the SP1C. Yes, he did get that one. And he penetrated no, he didn't penetrate the S51, but he did penetrate, oh, it's not the Lorraine, not the LHMTV who's on his side. Well, we saw the SP1C. My gummy actually penetrated the Object 263 with one of his shots. Look at the amount of damage he did to that guy. 1,328 hit points. Massive of damage. That guy really must have been spitting blood at the end of the game after being hit by Arty so many times and then being killed by them. And 2 penetrating shots on the Scorpion. Wow, that's a lot of work. Let's have a look at the rest of the detail. He also managed to get 3,880 hit points, of which 3,634 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did 338 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he made a profit of 19,931 credits, and he also took away 2,590 experience points altogether. I think he said it was a close finish, but actually, towards the end, when he got it right, you know, he was steady and he got the shot on the S51. The S51 was still dialing in as he got his shot out. And of course, being the 4.5-inch howitzer tends to be a little more accurate than the 152mm, which I think that S51 actually had. I'm pretty sure that was the BR2 gun, not the B4. But he was taking his time to dial in. And so his shot was, and I'm pretty sure he was still loading as well. I think he did fire before he started aiming at you. But it was a nicely aimed shot and got the final kill of the game. He could have got more kills. He would have got the top gun if he'd taken out the Scorpion. Unfortunately, as I said, you keep following the target. You're always aiming behind it, not in front of it. What you've got to do is pick a spot ahead of it that you know it's going to move through. And when I said earlier, I said, try and aim for the bushes just ahead of where you think it's going to be, because that's where he's going to pop up. He's going to try and pop up and have a look where the ISU-152K is in the cap, so he can get a shot off. And so if you aim for where you expect him to be and he suddenly appears right next door to it, it's just a quick adjustment and shoot, and you'll get bang on target. So it's much easier to pick a spot, let the enemy move through the spot, than it is to chase the target and try and aim ahead of it or try to aim at it. But if you are leading a target, you should try and put the aim just slightly ahead of it, so that the shell will then intercept the target as it moves through. Anyway, enough of that. That was a good game for Gladiusetscutum. Thanks for sending it in. Actually, it's from yesterday that he sent it in, but he was having a bit of difficulty trying to upload to What Replays. If you have trouble loading a replay to What Replays, try the Salty Jedi site or the What Records site instead, because nearly always it will probably load. I say nearly always, probably it will load onto the Salty Jedi site. Obviously, I give the advice to everyone to please ensure you don't log out of a game early, because if you do, that corrupts the replay file, so we won't be able to do the replay. But if you've watched the whole game and you just played it, load it up to What Record or Salty Jedi, and of course, then we can watch it. And of course, Klaus Kellerman watches them as well, because apparently he's using that replay site for his replays on his games. And he's actually now covering a lot of the same games that we've been covering on our channel. And we're really pleased, because it's these are all the very best games that have appeared on our channel a couple of months beforehand. And he's now covering it and giving it his own unique point of view, which is amusing, actually, to say the least. I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below, because it feeds Mr. Al Gore and his rhythms. And thank you for watching.